Hi, welcome everyone. This is Inner Circle with Julie Geigel, and today we'll be talking about how to harness the power of your soul. And every day, as a matter of fact, I am just here for you in any way, shape, or form that I can be as a psychic, a medium, and a spiritual teacher, and also a hypnotherapist, meditation um, teacher, and let's see, I have so many hats. Reiki master, do healing. Yeah, so if you're at all familiar with me, you know about all of the wonderful things that I offer in my business, and this is really just an opportunity for me to engage with you. I have members in our book club, and I'd like to expand that into the inner circle because really I am here to support you on your journey. And as much as I love the book club, and I'll continue that book club forever probably because that's my passion, that's really where my heart lies, I was missing that connection, the one-on-one connection with you. And so this is just a perfect opportunity for you to come together with me one-on-one and so that I can help and support you in on your journey. And whether you are able to come here physically or if you want to send an email message on a topic that you want me to talk about or a specific question that you have, we can certainly handle that in that format as well. So don't feel like if you can't make the call or if you can't make the show time that you're completely out of the loop, because you're definitely not. This is only one of many ways that we can engage together. So I do hope that as we continue to grow and expand, that you do try to jump in and utilize this. And let me know if there's a day or time that works better for you, if there is another format that's more convenient for you, because this is for you. I'm taking an hour of my time once a week to be there for you. And in whatever way that you need me to show up, I'm there. And
Good.
so I'm so excited that Dawn has joined us and able to make time in her schedule to join us. Thank you, Dawn.
Mm-hmm. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for
doing
doing
this.
this.
I
I
think
think
this
this
is
is
going to
going to
be
be
awesome.
awesome.
Oh, me too, me too. And well, I have this hidden secret desire to be Oprah one day.
Okay,
Okay,
but
but
you
you
have to
have to
promise
promise
then
then
that
that
you
you
don't
don't
put
put
yourself
yourself
on the
on the
cover of
cover of
every
every
magazine, all
magazine, all
right?
right?
You know, that is so funny that you should say that, because after a few of the magazine covers, I was beginning to think the same thing.
Oh, I
Oh, I
know.
know.
It
Oh,
ac Actually,
Actually,
I've
I've
been
been
going
going
through
through
my
my
Martha
Martha
Stewart
Stewart
living,
living,
and
and
pulling
pulling
out,
out,
I
I
can't
can't
keep
keep
them
them
all,
all,
pulling
pulling
out the
out the
recipes
recipes
that I
that I
want
want,
or,
or,
whatever
whatever
else
else
might be
might
in
be
there.
in there.
Do you
Do you
realize
realize
she
she
does
does
the
the
same
same
thing,
thing,
but
but
she
she
doesn't
doesn't
put
put
herself
herself
on the
on the
cover.
cover?
She
She
puts
puts
herself
herself
in the
in the
magazine
magazine
as
as
a
a
full
full
page
page
ad.
ad.
Like if
Like if
it's
it's
the
the
Halloween
Halloween
one,
one,
she'll
she'll
get
get
all
all
made
made
up
up
as
as
something and
something, and
it'll
it'll
be
be
kind of
kind of
a,
a,
I don't
I don't
know,
know,
background
background
for an
for an
article
article
or
or
something.
something.
But
But
oh,
she
she
kind of
kind of
does
does
the
the
same
same
thing.
thing.
But I
But
was
I was
giving my
giving my
husband a
husband a
hard
hard
time
time
and
and
saying,
saying,
well, at
well, at
least
least
she's
she's
classier.
classier.
She
She
doesn't
doesn't
put
put
herself
herself
right
right
on the
on the
front.
front.
well, and now that you've said that, I've got myself all over, when I do the psychic insights. It's like, okay, you're going to start seeing different pictures and not me all
Oh,
the time.
but
But
you
you
need
need
to.
to.
Actually,
Actually, it
it
is
is part
part
of
of
branding.
branding.
So
So
I
I
think,
think,
it
it
is
is
something that
something
you
that you
have
have
to
to
do.
do.
It's
It's
just that
just
when
that
you
when you
get
get
to
to
Oprah's
Oprah's
stature,
stature,
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
she
she
has
has
to
to
be
be
on the
on the
cover
cover,
and
and
we'd
we'd
still
still
know it
know
was
it was
her
her
magazine.
magazine.
I know,
You know what I'm
I don't
saying?
think she has to worry about branding anymore. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
can't follow, I model after Marie Forleo with Psychic Insights, and except I'm telling you, I'm not going to run out and buy all those amazing dresses that she's got.
Oh, I
I
haven't
haven't
watched a
watched a
lot of
lot of
her
her
stuff,
stuff,
but
but
everybody,
everybody,
whoop,
whoop,
one
one
second.
second.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Everybody
Everybody
loves
loves
her.
her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
she's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Well,
Mm-hmm.
John, let's jump right in. My thought was that we'd spend 10 or 15 minutes on any questions that you have, or I can do, the cards for you if you prefer. And then
Okay.
Okay.
we could move into a guided meditation or hypnosis. I mean, if there's a particular topic with hypnosis, we can certainly cover that too tonight.
Mm.
Mm.
let's see. I guess I was thinking, um, I guess I was kind of thinking of, I've made such great shifts all of a sudden this week that it kind of fixed some things, which is really good. Um,
Should we do a
but
card reading?
I guess I'd do a quick reading and then, maybe we could
I'm
focus.
gonna have you look
What?
at the I'm gonna have you look
Okay.
at the camera here. They're looking at you, and who knows
I know.
what you're looking at.
Can you tell? I'm thinking. See, instead of, either I'm looking up when I'm trying to pull it out of my head or else I'm looking down.
Well, you're beautiful, so we
Well,
just
thank you.
look
But
at your full
I
face
guess
and
I guess I was thinking that, a couple of the problem areas that I still have, and I don't know if I would call it procrastination, maybe a little, or if it's avoidance, but for certain, there is a tendency to want to avoid balancing my checkbook or looking at my bank statements, and also some resistance to towing the line completely at work, i.e., come 5 to 10 minutes late consistently. It's almost, you can't tell me what to do. And I don't know, I guess I'd kind of like to fix a couple of those things, or at least explore them and see, if there's something there. Well, partly the work one, I know. It's time to go. I know that.
Well, and that's the bigger message there, and I think you've already heard that. So
Exactly. But then, yeah. Then how do I make sure that I find the right position the next time? So that I'm not in a place where I am just the one, gray fish among all the purple fish.
well,
It,
I think that it is more about you, everything happens in divine timing, divine order, and you are where you're supposed to be at that moment. So it's not that you made any mistakes.
no,
But when you begin to realize that it's not serving you anymore, and it's not, I clearly am seeing that in your path, that you're outstaying your welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, when you sit down and really think about what you want next,
Mm-hmm.
my question always was, or is, if not this, then what? So when I get bored with something, I'm like, okay, if this isn't what I'm supposed to do, then what? And then I just kind of use that for meditation or prayer or whatever. And then when you surrender, the other one that's my favorite is use me, Lord, for a purpose greater than myself.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I've been doing that a lot, like in my morning meditation, when I call in, the angels and, the guides and request their help and protection for the day. I have just totally thrown it out there that, I surrender, you guys know much more than I do. So, use me. I'm open. Just be gentle. That's all.
Right.
Because sometimes, I have had that happen where I've put something like that out there and they just come in like gangbusters and it was like, whoa, no, I didn't mean this radical. But yeah, I've been really doing that, and maybe that's where some of the attitude shifting has come this week.
Uh-huh. Right.
So,
and part of that is a process of letting go.
yeah. And you're right, though, with not being happy with the current position. If everything were perfect here, I wouldn't want to leave. So, yeah, that makes total sense, that, you have to get to that point of discomfort or, whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's really important just want to clarify, I never recommend that anybody quit their job cold turkey.
Right. Right.
Always make sure you have a plan in place
Hmm.
or a bridge. Uh, so, take a look at what you enjoy.
That's kind of funny. You got to be careful when you say that. That you have a plan in place or a bridge. What, to jump off? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, you totally lost me there. I'm like, what's funny about a bridge?
Ah,
Well,
well,
and I stole that tip from Marie Forleo. She, that's
uh,
how she explained it. Is make sure you've got a bridge from one job to the next job.
I get
Otherwise,
that.
otherwise
Yeah.
you can end up going backwards.
I just have to plug into power here. I'm
Okay.
continually getting the low voltage sign, so
Oh, yes, yes, yes. So make
there we
sure you
go.
plug in.
Okay.
And I have this wonderful brand new webcam that I can't get to work. So
Ah,
hopefully my visual will be much clearer on our next show. But
ah.
we're gonna let that go. I'm gonna breathe through that. um, yeah, so that's what I'm seeing in that respect. So that's all good. What was the other issue that you had?
It's kind of an avoidance to really stepping in and handling my money.
Oh, good, honey.
I usually don't have a problem with having, the money come in. I've never had a problem making it and, you know, that type of thing. But then I'm not handling it well because I'm not paying attention to what's in there. And so then, I will bounce things because when you try to do the math in your head, you always forget, and the math isn't, it's not like doing your checkbook, and you can't rely on checking a balance electronically
Hmm.
every day. And yet, even though I've promised myself I'm going to do it and start it, can't get there. Don't do it.
Well, and again, that's interesting that you should say that too, because a couple things that I've shifted over, the course of the last few years is I no longer use a checkbook at all,
Hmm.
and I do online banking for everything. And
Hmm. But do you
the
have something like a register where you write it so you know where you're at?
no, and what I do though, and this is the key, is every single morning I check it online.
Oh, you log on to the bank
I log
or whatever.
into the bank and I look online and I do
That's,
online banking, so everything's scheduled and I love that. So
hmm.
I check that to see what's scheduled for the week, how much money I need to have in the account to cover what's going to be moving through that week. And then
Hmm.
for my auto withdrawals, I do have that on just a separate sheet of paper that I have in my planner. So
Hmm.
it's kind of a visual, and then I just have dates on, what's going to be automatically withdrawn from my account on what date. So I make sure I have enough money in there. But I started doing that a few years ago. I actually had a client who was incredibly successful in her business with her husband, and she told me that that's every day that's the first thing she does when she gets to work is she checks the bank account, and
Oh,
she checks. She goes online and she looks at the bank account. She looks at what's in there, what's come in, what's gone out, what's yet to come, blah blah blah. And I thought about it and I thought, wow, wow, um, what a great idea.
well, and that makes sense on another level too, because hey, they say what you focus on increases.
Mhm.
So if you're, but you got to make sure that then as you're looking at it, you're thinking about it positively and you're saying, oh, this is awesome. I love how much money I have, or, or whatever.
Well, and some recent information. Actually, Marie just had an episode, and she had a guest on there. I can't remember her name, that just came out with a book. It's an excellent episode. It was came out, I believe, last week.
Hmm.
Anyway, she was talking about falling in love with money and having a love relationship with your money. And
Hmm.
so now this week I have been practicing that when I go into my bank account, I just have not only tremendous gratitude, but just appreciation and respect and, everything that I would want in a love relationship. Um,
Sure.
and then blessing, the different sources that are coming into me at that time. But that's really in alignment with checking it every day it, because you are developing a relationship with your money.
Right.
And you're showing up every day for that person, and you're looking it in the eye every day, and you're connecting with it. You're respecting, honoring, loving, and the gratitude for it. So that's
Yeah.
just a really huge shift that I think that many people could benefit from.
Yeah. That would help too. And I think part of it, I had heard a great phrase before, but obviously I haven't said it enough, or embraced it fully. It was something to the effect that, not only do I draw money to me, but it likes me and it stays and it plays with me. And then you're thanking it for all of the fun things that it helps you to do, which is true. And that would be the other thing. It's like I have great money coming in, but it just flows out just as fast as it comes in.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Well, see, my belief system is it takes money to make money.
true. That's
So
true. That is true.
that's where my circle goes. It takes money to make money, and then it takes more money to make more.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's my
But
belief system I've been
I think
following.
probably doing something like that would be a good shift.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I guess otherwise I'm kind of ignoring it, you know,
Mhm. Right.
until it becomes a problem or yeah.
Until it like has a temper tantrum and starts screaming and
Mhm.
getting out of control. Absolutely. And I did post on my page maybe it's been a few weeks now. The Dr. Emoto did a new experiment with
I saw that.
3 bottles of
Yes.
rice. And, the first one spoke love over, the second one spoke hate over, the third one he ignored.
Oh.
And the third one, the one that had been ignored, actually died.
Oh.
Yes. So the first one flourished. The rice actually grew or
Yep.
whatever. And then the second one, I think, fermented. It kind of stagnated.
Mhm.
But the third one was black. It was
Oh.
actually dead. The one he ignored.
Well, I have to show you this. See? This
Oh,
is my little pouch where I keep my
yeah,
this is
see
my
that.
my debit card
Yeah.
and my other credit cards and all my passwords. But I have my little love sticker. And not only is it love, but it has essential oils on it. So it was like super infused. And in fact,
Wow.
I even went and did this on the back.
Oh my goodness. So those
So I
are
put
stickers you
one
found on the internet, or?
actually another girl in one of my angel classes. She came up with this. It was called Love Yourself spray. And I don't, I know what she put in it as far as essential oils, and they were pretty common. But whatever she did to bless it before she bottled it, the stuff is magical, especially with hyperactive children. It is unbelievable. Best story ever. One of the girls I work with here has adopted 2 little girls from China, and the second one had much more severe health issues and things. And, actually, ever since she's brought her home for the last 2 or 3 years, she can't get her to sleep at night. They spent hours and hours and hours, anyway, this horrendous thing with her bedtime until she finally, just conks out of exhaustion. And so I had some and I gave it to her. I said, just try it. Don't spray it on her. Just spray it like on her bed, just one spritz, and then just see what happens. And, or if she did fall asleep, she'd wake up in the middle of the night again and, they'd go through this whole thing again. And the next day, the woman came back and she goes, I don't know what's in it, but I need a case. It worked. And it's worked ever since. And so that's.
Do you have a website to send us to, or?
Sure, that would be Angel Dawning, all together, angeldawning.com, and the owner is Dawn Simpson.
Okay, well, thank you for that tip. Mm-hmm. I think that we all know somebody who has trouble sleeping.
From time to time, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, Dawn. So we've got about 30 minutes left.
Okay.
Now we can either move into, like I said, either like a guided meditation that would be about 20 minutes, or we could do hypnosis, which would be about the same time, possibly a 12:30, depending on which script we work with.
What do you think? What do you feel guided? I'm open to either.
Yeah. Actually, the one that is coming in is it's a hypnosis / meditation, but you meet your guru and your wise sage, and you have an opportunity to ask any questions about your life with him. And it's the Temple of Wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is that specifically will give you an opportunity, and those watching for themselves, give you an opportunity to access that your spiritual counsel and create a stronger connection with the guidance that they're giving you to move you in this new direction.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right. So what I'm just going to have you do while I look for the script is,
okay.
You can just, if you need to take a bathroom break quick or get a glass of water. And for the hypnosis, if you have opportunity to lie down, we don't need to see you, so I will just have the camera on myself. And you probably can take your headphones off. So just go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to play some soft music and grab the script.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, Dawn, can you hear the music okay? And I'm going to take that as a yes. All right. This is the Wisdom Temple. And we're going to go to audio only. Or not. All right. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the soothing softness of the air flowing into your lungs. And as you exhale, feel the softness as your breath leaves your body. Now take another deep breath in and let it fill you with a wonderful velvety softness. And please know that after this hypnosis, I will end the call. So thank you, Dawn, for joining us and supporting my mission here. So just as gentle as a breeze, letting your breath relax you, release you, and allow you to go into a perfect state of trance. In the next few moments, you may notice how easily your body responds to my voice. And you may also notice that your mind may wander and drift. And then you notice how easy it is to come back to my voice. Every time allowing my voice to relax you deeper and deeper with every word. There's a part of your mind that hears my voice even now and knows just what to do, how to feel, how to let go. You may find that you trust this feeling more and more and simply begin to surrender to it. And as you surrender, you may have already noticed how deeply relaxed your body has become, how totally effortless your velvety breathing feels, and how wonderfully heavy your arms and legs are becoming. Or maybe you noticed how your mind is floating in and then out of my words, letting the music take you deeper and deeper. Now for just a moment, focus all of your awareness on your right arm. Release the tension. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, let your arm become heavier and heavier. Almost so heavy that it feels as if it's melting down. Heavier and heavier. Now let your arm become so heavy that it feels almost too heavy to lift. Just melting down, loose, limp, and easy. When you've relaxed your arm this deeply, you may notice that it actually does begin to feel too heavy now. Or you may notice that your heaviness is increasing with every breath that you take. Perhaps there's a part of you that knows that you could probably lift your arm, but you just enjoy this feeling right now so much that it does indeed feel too heavy. Now let that feeling in your arm move through your shoulder, up into your shoulder area, across your neck, all the way into your other shoulder, and down your left arm. Notice how quickly your left arm becomes heavy, loose, and limp. Too heavy to lift, melting down now, melting down, deeper and deeper, relax. And I wonder if you can feel that wonderful heaviness spreading throughout your entire body as this blissful, peaceful feeling just oozes through your muscles, bones and nerves, reaching all the way down through your legs, all the way down to the bottom of your feet. And now you may notice that feeling on the bottom of your feet, that tingle, or maybe warmth, or just a softness. It feels like that wave of heaviness has flowed through your entire body. And now you notice how effortless it is for you to go into trance. Your body relaxed, your mind ready to let go, and simply allow my voice to find its perfect place in your mind, in your body, to allow the words to become your words, to allow my thoughts to become your thoughts. Let my words share those deep inner spaces in your mind and body, that space where you can make these changes happen, where you have all the wisdom and ability to create whatever you desire. You don't have to figure out how it's going to happen. You simply allow it to happen. Wisdom Temple, Inner Guidance and Direction by Wendy Friesen. There's a place where you go for inspiration, for learning, for wisdom. Out there in the distance in that velvety darkness, you notice a tiny little light that invites you to come closer. And as you come closer and more aware, you notice it's a temple, a very sacred space where you can go for wisdom and learning. As you get closer to that temple, you begin to feel a wonderful sense of peace, as you know you are very welcome at this temple. You are absolutely in the right place, ready to learn the lesson that is here for you today. In this temple there's a wise person, a sage, a guide. Maybe it's your spirit guide, or your guardian angel. They're here to help you with this lesson. They're here to help you with whatever it is that you are wanting to create in your life. Even if you don't know what it is, they're here to help you gain clarity and perspective. So in this temple, there's a wise person. And this person, this spirit, knows everything about you, about your past, about your inner thoughts, your experiences, even more than you know about yourself. You will meet this sage here, this wise one, that is going to help you to learn this lesson. And as you get closer to the temple, you begin to see the color, the construction of it, the textures, where the windows are, or doors. Notice how you'll enter your temple of wisdom. And now go right up to the place that is your entryway. A beautiful beam of light shines down all around you as you enter your temple of wisdom. As you go in, you notice there are two big pillows on the floor right in the center of the room. You look up and you notice the ceiling, how beautiful and ornate it is. You notice the colors on the walls, the textures, and you notice an overwhelming sense of peace and serenity here in your temple of wisdom. You honor this space and you allow yourself to be guided in complete honesty and truth when you are here in this temple. As you take your place on the pillow, you notice that from another part of the temple someone appears, and you recognize this to be the person who is your guide, your leader. Your guide comes in quietly, knowingly, and sits down on the pillow facing you. The first thing that you notice as you look in the eyes of this wise person is the wisdom, the incredible wisdom that this sage has, the intuition, the natural knowing that tells you that you are in the right place at the right time, and you are now ready to receive this learning, this lesson. As you look in the eyes of this sage, you understand that this being knows everything about you, even more than you know about yourself. And you can see that wisdom is there. And you trust that this sage will be completely honest with you. And you fully accept that this sage knows everything about you, all of your experiences, your deepest beliefs and dreams, all of the memories and events that have shaped your life, even those that you may have thought you had forgotten. This sage knows, and knows just how to take everything into account to give you the best possible guidance. Now at this moment, this sage is going to give you information to help you understand something about yourself. The sage will tell you what it is that you need to do, to experience, to complete, to come to terms with, or to find closure with, in order to allow yourself to be abundant, successful, wealthy, healthy, and whatever it is that you desire. So right now, In order to have the freedom to have a successful and abundant life, you are going to ask the sage what it is you need to do. Perhaps something you need to resolve from your past. Maybe something you need to complete. You can trust that this sage will be completely honest with you to help you and guide you to the one most important thing right now for you to do to release and resolve any issues that may be holding you back. So perhaps consciously what this issue is, perhaps you know consciously what this issue is and you haven't been sure of what direction to go or how to resolve the problem. But now you are open, you are willing, and you are ready to receive this information now. So take a nice deep breath. Good, good, good. Let it out. Put all of your faith in this guide. I want you to ask your question that is most important to you right now, and what it is that you need to know or to do to release or to resolve, to heal in your life, to have abundance, to be happy, to have peace. So ask the question now, and then sit quietly and listen, being open and ready to receive this information. I'm going to pause for a full minute and allow you to absorb and digest the healing. Good, good, good. And as the sage answers you, you may need clarification. There may be something you'd like more understanding of. So you can go ahead and ask the sage for clarification now. Next, you may want to ask your guide what the first step is, what you actually need to do in order to begin to release or resolve this issue, or the next step that you need to take in order to begin your path to abundance. Ask the sage specifically what you are to do that is the next step. And when you are complete with this information and you understand it, you can thank your guide for being here today, for being honest with you and completely open. If there is more information that you need, you can ask for that information now. Now go ahead and thank your guide and allow your guide to lead, surrounded in a beautiful bubble of light. Here you are again, alone on that pillow in the middle of your sanctuary, in your temple of wisdom. You come here to seek wisdom, honesty, and solve problems. You will always get just what it is that is right for you and best for you. Every time you come here, you can explore in a deeper way what it is that you want or need, or should learn, in order to have what you truly desire. It could be something very specific, or it could be one of life's bigger learnings. You can find the guidance that you need every time you come to this wisdom of temple. Now stand up and go back to the place where you entered. The beautiful beam of light shines down all over your body, inside of your head, all the way down your arms and your legs, illuminating your body from the inside out. You are filled with purpose, with direction, with information that will guide you into your highest good. In some ways, you feel as if some aspect of this guide is still with you now, and through the next few days guiding you and helping you to understand the lesson you are here to learn. Now just begin to float away or walk away from the temple as you choose, looking back over your shoulder, knowing that you can return here at any time. And now begin to bring your awareness back to my voice, back to this room, bringing back with you the lessons and the learnings, the resources, the wisdom that you've gained. Allow yourself to bring back those conscious lessons and learnings, and also those subconscious lessons and learnings that you are about to discover. I wish you all the best, and hope to see you back here next week on Inner Circle.